Good morning, students. And so continuation of the DNA virus, and today I am going to discuss regarding of the human papilloma virus. Okay, so in the human papilloma virus, and first we'll be discussing regarding of the morphology or the structure of the human papilloma virus, or it is also called as a HPV virus. And when we are discussing the structure of this virus, and it is a small in structure, and it's enveloped means what? And fully covered, and the structure of this DNA is isohedral shape. Okay, and so it is a diameter of 52 to 55 nanometer in diameter, and it is a double stranded DNA. So double stranded DNA means, so the picture looks like this. Okay, and where it is going to be covered with a layer of two double stranded layers and about 8,000 base pairs. Okay, so in each cell, and it consisting of an separate base pairs, it is going to be consist and to form the structures, and it is covered also with the protein capsid, and this protein capsid is going to be capsid means the covering layer. Okay, and where this protein is going to be acts like a protein structure, and where 72 pentameric capsumers is going to be there, and it is consisting of two types of viral is going to be encoded. Okay, that viral is a papilloma viridae and also polyma viridae. Okay, so these are the two types of the international committee of the taxomer virus is going to be introduced these type of two types of families, that is papilloma viridae and the polyma viridae family. Okay, and also they have discussed regarding of the high risk papilloma virus and the low risk papilloma virus. They have been differentiated. So high risk papilloma virus is going to be differentiate the warts, and low risk papilloma virus and is going to be differentiated as a cancerous form. Okay, lesion form or the cancerous form, it is going to be situated. Okay, and so we'll be discussing regarding of a pathogenesis. So the same explanation they have given there. So here what is going to be there, so whenever the human papilloma virus enters, and it is going to be inhibit the cell structure. Okay, and it is going to be involved in the cell surface, and it is going to be deregulation of the cellular proliferation, means multiplication will be there. For example, one cell have a growth, and death of the cell and regeneration of the cell process is going to be there. So this regeneration process is going to be disturbed, and one cell is going to be formed 2 and 2 4 4 8, so like that. So what is a normal process is not going to be there. So there is no death of the cell, only the growth of the cell is going to be there. So that is a deregulation of the cellular proliferation. Okay, so here the meaning of apoptosis. Okay, apoptosis means what? So that death cell, the cancerous cell is called as apoptosis. Okay, so what is going to be there here? So two types. Okay, so whenever the cancer cell, the pathogenicity cell is having, so it is going to be situated as a cancerous cell, and whereas a block the apoptosis means the growth of the apoptosis cell is going to be there, that is going to be eliminate the process of cell, means cell is going to be damages and new generation of cell is going to be forms. But in the blocks of the apoptosis, and you can see the outgrowth of the deregulated cells, means the cell will not die again, the cell will not die again, regeneration of the new cells is going to be occur. So that is regarding of pathogenicity of overall these cancerous cells of the human papilloma virus. Okay, so that is regarding of information regarding this one. Okay, and symptoms. Okay, so in the introduction itself I explained you, and it is going to be differentiated into two forms, that is a warts form, or it is also differentiated as a lesion of cancer. So here in the wart form, so wart nothing else but is a small bump like formation is going to be there over the protrusion process. Okay, so like bump like, or the clusters of bump or the stem like protrusion is going to be there over all the skin structure, and where in the women's the vulval area is going to be affected, and where in the males the penis or the scrotum, it's a sexual transmitted disease, right? So mainly the vulval or the scrotum area it is going to be occur, and they may also appear around the anus or the region of the groin region it is going to be situated. And the shape of these warts, it is going to be looks like a small flat like cauliflower shaped. I'll show you the picture and how it look like this papilloma virus. Okay, see here, like a cauliflower like shape or the mushroom shaped or the papilloma skin surface. So how it is showing in the video, right? So in this form or a crystate form shape or the papillar or irregularity will be there. So in these forms, so the symptoms of what they are going to observe. Okay, so that is only this one. And next one is the symptoms like common warts, rough based bumps will be there, and hand, finger and elbow you are going to see in the picture they are showing, right? So it is going to be like that. And plantar warts means and appear on the heels and the balls of the feet, it is going to be occurs. And there's a flat warts means and it generally appears like a children's and adolescents and young adults, it is going to be there. And overall the skin, face, neck, so in these areas and these flat warts they are going to occur. So these are the three differentiated of the warts they have been differentiated, that are the common warts, plantar warts and the flat warts. Common wart means and over hands, fingers and elbows it's going to be have a bumps, and plantar warts and over the heel and the ball of the feet, and you are going to observe like a bumps is going to be appears. And the flat warts, and you can see that, and in the children's, and you can observe that face, neck or the scratched areas, and you can see these types of lesions. Okay, and okay, so the symptoms like anogenital, so in the anus and the genital warts is going to be there, and anal dysplasia means lesion, the cancerous form, and genital cancers is going to be there. And next one is the epidermo, so dysplasis, so verniculoformis means it is a Treeman syndrome. Okay, so it's what a genetic disorder that is causing lesions, the skin cancer over the thing, that is called as a epidermodysplasia, so verniciformis. Okay, and also focal epithelial hyperplasia is going to be there over the mouth, and mouth papillomas or the tumor is going to be there, and oral pharyngeal cancer is also caused. And some other laryngitis, papillomatis means the benign cancer, papillomatosis means what, the cancer over the laryngeal area, so that is also going to be cause the symptoms of this human papilloma virus. Okay, and the cancerous, okay, where it is going to be situated, the cancer here means the cervix or the vulva and the vagina, penis and the oropharynx, larynx, tonsils, tongue, so in these areas, and where the occurrence of the cancer is going to be there due to the cause of the human papilloma virus. And mostly this cancer is affected with the sexually transmitted infection. So during the sexual transmitted disease, and where the infection is going to be affected to the stratified epithelial tissue. Okay, so epithelial tissue types will be there, that already ma'am has discussed. So in that tissues, the stratified epithelium tissue only, and where the cancer is going to be arises. Okay, so that is the two types of cancering of the cervical cancer. The main cause of this cancer is the cervical cancer only with the human papilloma virus. And overall you can observe that 70% of the cancer with this kind of human papilloma virus is a cervical cancers only, because through sexually transmitted only these types of infection they are going to occur. Okay, and you can see the with this cervical cancer, abnormal vaginal bleeding, and pain is very advanced stages, you can see, and bleeding from the vagina or other than the menstruation. And the person with this cancer, they'll be having a bleeding and abnormal vaginal discharges also, you can see in this cervical cancer. Okay, and how it is going to be transmit these infections means, so one we can discuss already, sexually transmitted disease. And next one is transmitted through intimate skin to skin contact, or and having vaginal, anal or oral sex, so that the virus is going to be transmitted and spread during the vaginal or anal sex, it is going to most common it is. And where common, the nearby men and women get common point their leaves. Okay, so that area also they are going to transmit this kind of infection. And the person who are infected person is there, and having has a passed. Okay, so can be passed even when the infected person have no signs or symptoms, and by directly by the secretions they are going to transmit the infections. And diagnosis means, and colposcopy and acetic acid test. Colposcopy means they are going to visualize, and the test they are going to do here means the cervical, so sample test or visualization of the cervix. Okay, so the by checking of the area of infections they are going to detect out, and acetic acid test they are going to do over the area of the cervical region. okay, and biopsy. So they are going to take the sample over the cervix area and they are going to test for the test, and DNA test, okay, genetical process only they are going to occur these kind of human papilloma test, right? So they are going to do the polymerase chain reactions, southern blot hybridization they are doing, and in situ hybridization. So these type of test they are doing in the DNA test. And pap smear. So pap smear means there's a to identify the human papilloma virus in the cervical cancer, and they are going to take a swab, and over the cervix area they will collect the sample and they send for the pap smear test. And in these tests they are going to detect out the pap smear, okay. And next one is a diagnosis, okay. So diagnosis means what? So they are going to magnified viewing of the cervix of the procedure of cervix area, okay. Viewing of the cervix, they are going to do the colonoscopy, already I discussed. And serology assay like ELISA test or the western blot analysis, and in order to find out the agglutination they are going to form, they are going to do this. And the biopsy and the pap smear and acetic acid, everything I explained, okay. So that is, see here in the acetic acid test, vinegar solution is going to be applied to the genital area and then turns them white. So easily to identify the difficulty to see the lesions, and the lesions will appear easily, okay. So same thing, only this one, okay. And here in the other diagnosis what they are doing, so they are explaining pap smear how I explained, okay. So what is going to be they are doing, so in the cervical cancer, and they are going to usually the pelvic examination or the breast examination they are going to do, and some mucus and the cells of the cervix they are going to take, okay, means brush up or the scrape out with the scraper they are going to take, and they are taking it a slide, and on that slide they are going to do an examination of the microorganisms, so that they are going to perform, okay. And treatment, so what are the treatment they are going to give here means salicylic acid they are going to give here on the warts or on the bumps, they are going to apply this salicylic acid, and imiquimod they are going to give, and in order to improve your immune system ability to fight against the human papilloma virus. And Podophylox, okay, so it's a topical prescription, and where in order to reduce some of the pain and itching over all the bump or the water, okay. And next one is a trichloroacetic acid, okay. So overall the burns over the warts and the palm, soles and the genital area, and in order to avoid the irritant over the area, so they are going to use this kind of treatment. And next one is a treatment they are go surgical or other procedure they are doing means cryotherapy on the warts, and they are going to do the freezing with the liquid nitrogen, and easily they can be avoiding of the cancerous form, okay. And so next one is a burning with the electrical current the area of the bumps, so directly they will burn out, and again the reoccurrence of the chance is not going to be there for the process. And surgical removal of the warts there, and the laser surgery means which are laser rights, and they are going to given for the oral process. And vaccination like they are going to give, so that is so Gardasil, and in order to protect out against this so human papilloma 90% of general warts they are going to discuss. And the next one is a Cervarix they are going to give, and that is prepared from virus like particles will be there, right, like a protein, so that they are going to give the vaccine. And next one is a Gardasil 9, so it is over the area of the cervical, vulvar and the vagina and anal cancer, and they are going to give this kind of an vaccination, okay. So prevention means vaccine is only the prevention, and avoid a skin to skin contact you have to use, and whenever you are maintaining a sexual contact you have to use some of the condoms you have to make, okay. And through condoms and dental dams, and so you can avoid some of the illness like STDs, chlamydia, HIV, and safe sex can be lower the chance of this human papilloma virus. So that is a prevention regarding of overall human papilloma virus, okay. So that is regarding of human papilloma virus and their explanation. So this is a human papilloma virus is very very important, and mostly the women are affecting with these kind of disorders. Very very important question, and listen properly, okay.